Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Finished Article. It's your boy Shazad and your boy
And boys,
Shazad.
right, boys, how's it
Yes.
going, guys? It's a Tuesday evening. We're
Yes.
getting halfway through the week. How's everyone doing? Before we start today's video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And we are going to let Shazad kick us off with today's topic. What we're covering today, bro? Let's go.
So today we're going to be covering our predictions and thoughts on who's going to win the league, who's going to get the top 5 spots, so the Champions League spots and the Europa League spot, and obviously the relegation battle at the bottom 3. So I think we should kick off with the relegation battle. We'll go straight into the relegation battle to start with, if that's okay with you.
Here's my take on relegation.
So
I would
go for it.
I would say simply before you carry on, I would say
Yeah.
2 of the 3 spots are pretty much confirmed. One of them is up for debate or up for grabs, but I'm gonna let you take it away and we'll carry on going into it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So the bottom 3 at the moment, we've got Sheffield United, West Brom, and Fulham. Now, Sheffield United are on 14 points, West Brom on 18, Fulham are on 26. Then we've got Newcastle on 28, Brighton on 32, Burnley on 33 with Southampton, and then it goes up to 35 with Wolves, and then even Crystal Palace are on 37. Now, Sheffield United aren't going to catch any of these teams.
I got to be honest. I don't think you need to look any higher than 17 simply because I don't know if you guys saw Brighton's win against Newcastle, the 3-0 victory the other day. They're giving themselves the best chance of staying up. For me,
yes.
I think it's between Newcastle and Fulham. I have really got to be honest. Sheffield United, after last season's heroics, I think they've been unlucky this season because they had slow starts plus injuries. In my opinion, Wilder should not have got sacked. I think he was the best man for the job, but unfortunately, we're in a results-driven business. West Brom, let's be honest, they absolutely messed up. Nobody sacks their manager after drawing 1-1 with Man City. Slaven Bilic should not have got the sack, and this is why they're in the position they are. But I'm going to let Shaz take it away and go further.
No, exactly, man. So, going off what you've said, you're bang on. So, my predictions are going to be Sheffield United are already relegated, if you ask me. They're on 14 points, and they need 12 points to even come close to Fulham. And with their form, they're not going to. They probably will get 12 points, but Fulham will probably get the 12 points as well from somewhere else by winning games. So Sheffield United are gone. Secondly, West Brom, they're quite far behind Fulham. There's 8 points between them. I don't think they've got what it takes to catch Fulham.
No, I think they're done.
Unfortunately,
I don't think Big Sam has the ability to keep West Brom up.
I don't think he does. You bang on. Now, the main point. So to me, right now, Sheffield United, West Brom, they haven't already been relegated, but in my eyes, they have. They're gone. They're gone. If you ask me. Now, the next spot we're talking about is 18th. Who is the other team that's going to get relegated? We've got Fulham there, Newcastle, and Brighton. So there's 3 teams I think that could go. Okay. Even Burnley and Southampton are in there, but I think Southampton and Burnley are probably safe at this point, just based on form. Fulham and Newcastle, really. I don't have. Go on.
Let me add one fact in for you, Shaz. So if you look at the last game for Newcastle and Fulham, they actually play each other. So their last game is against each other. So really, on current
form, go down to the wire, couldn't it?
On current form, I'm backing Fulham to win. Although Fulham's penultimate game is against Man United, I still think that Fulham will pull it off. Newcastle,
You reckon?
Fulham are just in bad form. I mean, if you saw Newcastle the other day, they had a shocker. They literally did not.
But saying that, Brighton's run has been 3 losses in a row, the last 3 games.
Yeah.
So I mean, even Brighton could fall down, and then Burnley are only 1 more point. Burnley and Southampton are 1 more point above Brighton, and Southampton's runs 4 losses in 5 games and 1 win, and Burnley have had 1 win, 1 loss, and 3 draws. So it's getting very, very tight at the bottom. I think I think Sheffield are gone, West Brom are gone, but Fulham can still climb that table, and other teams could drop down.
I'm calling it right now. Fulham is staying up on the last.
You reckon Fulham are staying up? Yeah. So who's your team to go down then? Who's taking that 8-team spot and getting relegated?
Newcastle for me are going down.
Newcastle. Okay.
I mean, Steve Bruce, Man United legend, but let's be honest, he can't motivate. He can't motivate a bunch of clowns because they're just not up to the target. They just have all season they've been off it. Guys, anybody watching the thread, let us know in the comments section who you think is going to get relegated. Be good to get your thoughts as well.
Let us know. Bottom three, who they're going to be. Let us know. Let us know. So we'll move to the top of the table now. I'll run it down from the top.
Before Shaz corrects on top of the table, as he mentioned in his intro, Man City won the title. Unfortunately, as much as we'd like to see United,
I was just about to jump on that. I didn't want to say it, because it's Man City, but we had to mention it. City have already won the league, so congratulations to City. City have already won the league. Now, it's very interesting if you look at the second spot. United and Leicester are 1 point between them with 9 games to go. Some teams have actually got 9 games to go. Some have got 8. So based on that, there's 24 to 27 points for some teams. You've also got, I think it's Aston Villa and Everton have actually got 10 games each to play. So their game in hand is against each other, I'm assuming. So they've got 30 points up for grabs. Now, the table at the top is quite close. Besides City are away with the title. United, Leicester, they've got 1 point between them. And then you've got Chelsea at 51, 4 points behind Leicester. West Ham at 49, Tottenham 48, Liverpool and Everton are actually level on 46. And our good friends down there, Arsenal, are at 9th. Yes, that is 9th for Arsenal, if you didn't hear me.
In my opinion, I don't think Tottenham are going to make top 4. I think they've just been erratic.
No, I don't think Mourinho's got what it takes to take Tottenham to 4th right now.
Chelsea, I think, are with a good shout because under Tuchel they're unbeaten.
They are.
Leicester and Man United actually play each other towards the end of the season, so I think that's going to be the defining game to see who gets second. I think really it should be United's, but let's be honest, it depends on which United actually turns up and if it's to go on the last performance.
Yeah, so they're actually playing on the 11th of May.
Oh, yeah.
Leicester and United. It's the 11th of May. And that game could decide who comes second and third, if you ask me. The winner will probably go second. Yeah, if it carries on with the table as it is, and Leicester beat United like they did on the weekend, they'll go second and United will jump to third.
Well, Leicester have to play Man City the first game back after the international break on 3rd of April, I believe it is.
3rd of April, Saturday.
Yeah, 3rd of April. So
Leicester and City, that'll be a good game.
Yeah, and United are playing Brighton, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, besides first spot, which is Man City's, they've taken that. They've won the league already, if you ask me. I don't think United have got what it takes to catch them. So, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, those are our predictions now. And now, these are my predictions. United will stay 2nd. Chelsea will come 3rd. Leicester will drop to 4th. 5th spot, I can't really predict the 5th spot. Liverpool could take it if they have a good run up to the end of the season. So could Tottenham, so could Everton, and so could even Arsenal, and even Aston Villa, because they're only 1 point behind Arsenal or Aston Villa at 10th. So 5th spot, I want to see personally West Ham take that spot. I want to see West Ham in the Europa League.
I have to say on your point on West Ham, I have to say they have had an amazing season so far. Punching above their weight, David Moyes is absolutely smashing it at West Ham. And let's be honest, he's taken West Ham to new heights that they haven't
in a
long time. Liverpool, for me, I think are likely to be the contenders for 5th if West Ham don't do it. Spurs, I think, are just ball jobs. They've literally, I have no idea. That was embarrassing.
No.
The fact that they had to turn up and prove that they could win is embarrassing, considering the fact that
Yeah.
invested in the manager. I mean, I believe they have not the Europa League, the Carabao Cup against Man City. So the only way Man City are not winning the quadruple if Tottenham can do a favor. But I'm going to be honest, I don't have much hope in Tottenham right now.
I don't think anybody does right now, and I don't even think Mourinho does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't think Tottenham are taking it. I don't think Tottenham will climb above West Ham and take that spot. In all honesty, I think Liverpool and Everton will both take Tottenham. So Tottenham will drop to, let's say, 7th or 8th. Liverpool and Everton will finish above Tottenham this season, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Saying that, I mean, you've got the big man Mourinho, the special one they call him, the special one, bro. I don't think he's that special. He didn't do that well at United. Yes, he won a trophy. He won the Europa League with United, but that's a Europa League. He didn't finish first. He didn't win us the trophy that we wanted, the Premier League.
But on that point, I got to be honest, and I've just been observing a lot of what's been happening over the last couple of weeks or over the years.
Yeah.
I think we have a systematic problem, and that starts with your boys at the top, the Glazers, and Ed Woodward. So let me put it to you this way, Shaz. I'm put the scenario to you. I want to hear what your thoughts on it are.
Go for it.
So you got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You got Tuchel. Tuchel didn't buy anybody, but his experience has meant that he's able to coach players better and make them play to a system.
Definitely.
You got United, who are blessed with amazing talent, but the problem is they're not playing to their strengths. I'll give you a good example. Yes, I completely agree on the message that we had discussion the other day about Bailly or Van de Beek. Everyone has their opinion. My problem is Van de Beek was never number 10.
So he's not. You bang on that. He's not.
The game we played against Everton a few weeks ago, and we drew. We beat them, but we were drawing in the first half. You had Van de Beek, you had Pogba, and you had Fernandes all starting in the same lineup. So if that tells you that you've got your best players there, and we had the international break coming up, I don't understand why we didn't play them. Now, let me tell you something about Fred. I actually don't think Fred is as bad as people make him out to be. But the problem with Fred is he gets isolated. His strength isn't passing. So
no, it's not.
Before I move on to Fred, I just want to say something. All these racist remarks that have gone towards Fred are absolutely unacceptable.
Definitely unacceptable behaviour. That
social media. Yes, we're United fans. We were disappointed, but there's no need to point out a player's race just to prove.
Well, let's put it this way, right? United have more than one player who's black.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got Rashford, Martial, Pogba, Fred, Bailly, and I think there's more. Those are just the ones. Those are the ones I'm just naming, right? But we've got more than just one player who's black, right? So calling out Fred for his race is disrespectful. Firstly, it's unacceptable, and as a United fan, I would never condone that type of behaviour against one of our own players. Yes, he had a bad game against Leicester. He gave the ball, away for the goal, whatever. Footballers make mistakes.
Yeah.
They move on to the next game. The fans, yes, we get upset. I get it. I was upset United lost. But I wouldn't take it to that level of being racist towards one of the players who messed up. Yes, he messed up. Our job as fans is to help that team and lift that team.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be giving him messages of racism and hate. We should be saying, don't worry about it, Fred. It's a mistake. Move on. Chin up. Let's go.
Exactly. Critique his performance, not the color of his skin, because that's got nothing to do with the fact with anything.
That's it.
But anyway, moving on. I just thought I'd put that out there for everyone before as a disclaimer. On my thoughts on Fred, going back to what I said, yes, he had a bad game, but let's be honest. Maguire should know better. As the captain of United, and he's at the back and he's a centre defence, he should be seeing the play. So natural instinct is if a player has a weakness, or in any industry, like Shaz, you work in telecoms industry, if you know someone's weakness, you don't put that weakness on them. You try and make it easy to work to their strengths.
Exactly. So, you help your teammates out and you work towards their strength, not their weakness. Exactly. That's bang on. That is bang on. Now, just before, I know we've moved on from Jesse Lingard, but I wanted to talk about West Ham and Jesse Lingard. He's gone from United to West Ham on loan, and he's having a belter of a season so far. 7 appearances and 5 goals for West Ham since he's gone over on loan.
Assists. I think he's got a couple of assists as well.
He's had a couple of assists, but I can't. I think he's had about 3 or 4 assists as well.
Exactly,
so adding that on, so that's he's been involved or had a goal. 9 altogether out of 7 appearances, and that to me that's amazing, and it goes to show that he is a good player, right? But he doesn't get used the right way at United. He doesn't get played in the positions he is being played at West Ham, and playing him in those positions where he's being played at West Ham. If he was playing those positions at United, he'd be having the same type of performances. He'd be scoring goals. But with Jesse Lingard, he's dropped down that pecking order because he's been playing in the wrong position, and he's not been having good performances. So he's dropped down that pecking order. Sometimes I don't even think he makes the bench.
No, I don't think.
The other thing about him is apparently, some people are saying he's going to West Ham at the end of the season on a permanent deal. But Solskjaer has come out and said there is no clause in the contract on a loan deal for West Ham to sign him permanently at the end of the season, which to me shows Solskjaer has him in his plans for next season, hopefully.
But let me bring it to you. So absolutely happy, chuffed to bits that he's doing well at West Ham. I think he needed that move. I got to be honest, Shaz. So my verdict is, I think even though, like he said, he's not got close to stay on at West Ham.
West Ham.
I believe that they are going to need to raise funds to get new players. Now, I hate saying this, but you know how stingy players are. So the problem is the only way you're going to generate cash is selling players. You recently heard, and I don't know if you recently heard the story about Bailly's friend saying he was unhappy at United. It's his agent, apparently. So from what I've read,
I would take anything on a rumor basis a pinch of salt until it's confirmed by the club. Really,
exactly. The way I see it is, United need to generate funds. They need players. They need a right winger. They need a centre back pairing for Maguire. Because actually, I'll be honest, Maguire and Lindelof, if you take them as isolated defenders, they're really good. But playing them as a pairing is not working. Now,
I don't think we need a pairing for Harry Maguire. I think we've already got the player who can pair with him. Exactly. Eric Bailly.
Okay, but the problem is, so my preferred centre-back pairing is you either put Tuanzebe and Bailly.
There's another player. Tuanzebe is brilliant.
Tuanzebe is a sick player. You saw how he man-marked Neymar and Mbappe in that Champions League game. Yes. He's good enough, but the problem is the reason he made that mistake against Everton, if you remember, if you bring a player on with 5 minutes to go and he's not warmed up, he's not been part of the game routine, he's obviously going to make a mistake. So my point is, I don't understand whether Ollie doesn't trust him. Now, Ollie's problem is, and I don't think it's a problem, but I think it's his inexperience. He's not ruthless enough. So if I was Ollie, I'd say, listen, mate, Bailly's my best defender. You know why? Because with Bailly, I don't have to play 6 in defense, i.e. McFred. You can play play further forward, and if they try and break, he's good enough to get back and save my ass as well. The problem right now is you got McFred, Matic. Now, I don't know what you take on Matic is. I think he's a class player, but I think his legs are starting to fail him.
He's a good player. He's a very good defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
He's one of the good defensive midfielders in the team. You're right, yeah. We don't need to have to play Fred and McTominay in front of the defence. We shouldn't have to have 2-man protecting the other 4 defenders. Yes, you have one of them there and have the other one further up playing forward. Because if you look at it, McTominay is a good player, whether he's defending or he's attacking.
Exactly, yeah.
He's good. Because you've seen him in some games where he's done some brilliant defending, and in some other games he's done some, brilliant attacking crosses, goals, you name it. He's an all-round player. He can defend, he can attack, and those are the type of players that we do need. But we need to play him in a role where either they're not just fully defending or not just fully attacking. Play him in the middle.
this is the thing. Ollie has to pick his battles. So against Man City, McFred works because they like to attack, and you needed a bit more defensive pairing, and we caught him on the break. But against Leicester, the problem with that is McTominay didn't play in the first half. Fred, bless him, can't pass the ball to save his life. So what you've already got is you're hampering one man down in the middle of the field. And as I mentioned on the comment, I don't know if you saw on Facebook, literally, mate, you're literally just saying to the guys, you haven't got a link up between Fernandez. Now, Bichara, Fernandez is running around like a Superman because he's playing midfield, he's playing attack. And I'm like, this guy's like an energizer bunny. He's going to collapse. I hope he doesn't, but sooner or later. And you know, the funny thing is, I was glad he got the rest, but it wasn't the right time to give him the rest.
It wasn't. I mean, it's the last game before the international break, and he is gonna get a rest until the end. You know, the first international game. So I don't understand why Solskjaer did that. I really don't. Now, a couple of other things. I'm just looking here. So the Golden Boot for the Premier League. We're going to do predictions on that now. Yeah, Shaz.
Go on.
So at the moment, you've got Harry Maguire and Mo Salah at the top with 17 goals. Then you've got Fernandez at third with 16.
Who did you say? Harry Maguire? You mean Harry
Harry
Kane?
Maguire is number one, joint with Mo Salah. Third is Bruno Fernandes. Then you've got Patrick Bamford of Leeds and Calvin Lewin from Everton at 14. I don't think anybody else can get more than them than Harry Maguire from the further down. So I really want to see Bruno Fernandes come first because of the season that he's had at United. He deserves to have the Golden Boot as well, I think, and I think he's capable of scoring that many goals to get the Golden Boot. And saying that, look, mostly the Golden Boot goes to a player who scores 25 plus goals. And looking at this, the Premier League, the highest goal scorer, or the two highest goal scorers, Harry Maguire and Mo Salah, but they've only scored 17 goals each. What's happened? Where have the goals gone? There's a drought in the Premier League of goals, people.
The goals are gone. It's really simple, right? The style of play has changed, and these guys are not up to form. I mean, I would say it's between Harry Kane, Bruno Fernandes.
Definitely.
So those are my two takes for it. I mean, ideally, I want Bruno Fernandes to win it. Just saying it from a United perspective. But I think it's close. It really depends on the next couple of games. Now, United play Tottenham in a couple of weeks as well. So that's also, and we're playing them away. So it'll be interesting to see if we can, Bruno can get back on the score sheet or assist.
Definitely, man. And another thing, I was just looking earlier at the tackle stats of the Premier League, and the first person is actually a Spurs player, Pierre-Emile. Is it Højbjerg?
Højbjerg.
That's how you pronounce it. Okay, he's on 79 tackles this season, and then you've got Luke Ayling of Leeds. And you've got big man Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka and Ayling are actually level on 77. Then you've got Brighton's Bissouma, Kante from Chelsea. It just carries on further down, but you know they're the top defenders of the Premier League this season.
I think Ayling has done well considering Leeds have just come up.
No, definitely.
I think Leeds are probably for me the most impressive teams are the teams that have come up because they're no fear. They lost their first game 4-3 to Liverpool, but that set down a marker as to how they're going to come and play and rather power for teams. But no, interesting. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, if we could have some of those defenders at United, it would be amazing. But we'll have to see what happens.
No, definitely. Yeah. So I don't think I got who you said. I don't think I got who you said was going to get fifth spot. You know, just for the prediction. I don't even think I heard you say who's.
Me, it's either probably Liverpool or West Ham. I can't
Okay.
decide right now. It depends on how next couple of games are going to go.
Okay. So we'll probably come back to that in one of the later videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Definitely. And another thing, most clean sheets this season. It's not actually that bad compared to what I thought it would be. Man City have actually had 16 clean sheets. Chelsea have had 15. Villa are actually third with 14, and then we've got United at 12. Leicester, Spurs, and West Ham are on 10. And then you've got the other ones on 9, 8, 7.
Are we talking about Premier League or overall?
Oh, no, sorry, just Premier League stats there. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. You know what? I would love United as a challenge to keep a clean sheet in the next 9 games of the season. That should be the challenge. But
saying that, Dean Henderson has kept a lot of clean sheets this season in the games that he's played. I think De Gea's had a handful as well.
Yes,
so yeah, definitely United can do it.
For me, who do you think? Well, I'm just asking you. I want to get your take on it. Who do you think the team of the season is so far? Who's impressed? It doesn't have to be top. It can be bottom, middle, whatever. Who do you think is really?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. That I'm going to go with Man City, even though I don't like Man City. I'm not a real big fan of Man City, but they've had a good season. They've had a good run. They've come top. They're clear at the top, like 14 points right now, with a game in hand over United.
Yeah,
they've already won the league, and there's still 9-10 games left. I think they won it. Maybe with what after game 25, 26, 27, whenever.
Do you remember when United were top January 12th? Man City at that point were like 9 points behind us at the top.
So it goes to show, United dropped too many points. No, they've had an amazing run since January, and that's why they were at the top.
I agree with that, but United, it's not like Man City did anything to United. It was more a case of United dropped stupid points. Sheffield United.
No. The thing is, it's United being United, bro. It's United. It's Solskjaer being Solskjaer and playing the wrong players. He's playing the wrong teams against certain teams like Leicester, for instance, in the FA Cup. We got beat because he just played the wrong players. He put Van der Beek on to start with after how many games out of he's not started for so long, and then he just chucks him in randomly to start against Leicester.
What's your solution for Van der Beek then?
My solution, honestly, play him in his proper position. Give him the role that he did at Ajax, and let him perform like he did at Ajax. Let him play it forward. Don't play him in the middle. Don't play him defending that back four, because we don't need play. We don't need a player with the talent that Van der Beek has defending the back four. We need that player up front with his crossing, with his passing, getting the ball in the back of the net. Yes, he had some terrible passes against Leicester, but saying that, he is quite rusty because he's not getting that run. He's not getting a chance in the first team. Yes, he's had half a game. He's had half a game or so against Leicester, which isn't enough. He needs to play more consistently and start more consistently. Like, you've got Pogba, you've got Fernandes. Put Van der Beek in the middle with him. Like I said before, chuck him in. Let him learn from two of the best midfielders probably right now in the world. Pogba is one of the best midfielders in the world now. I don't care who wants to argue with me that. He played for France. He won the World Cup. Most expensive midfielders in the world. And on his day, there's not another midfielder that can play better than him the way he does.
Yeah. No, I think
him there, put Van der Beek in the middle of Pogba and Fernandes, and watch him flourish. Watch him learn from two of the best players United have. That's my take on Van der Beek, bro. But it's not going to happen because we've got Solskjaer as manager. Solskjaer doesn't understand that Van der Beek needs to learn from the players.
Yeah, but you
not replace them.
You got to understand. And I, so to a certain degree, I agree with what Rio Ferdinand said earlier in his interview. What was Donny van der Beek sold? What was the dream that was sold to him? Because I can guarantee you, if he was sold minutes sat on the bench, I guarantee he would not have accepted the contract. So somebody has told him something that is not happening.
Exactly. So next season, they need to take a look at the players that we don't, that are there, but that shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Now,
absolutely.
the next video, Shaz, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through the Man United squad, right? And we're going to go through it and chop it. We're going to say, right, these are the players that need to leave United, that shouldn't be here at all. They should have been gone,
guys,
5 seasons ago?
That's going to be an episode to watch.
I'm not going to do it on just United. I'm going to try and do it on a couple of different teams, but we don't have a lot of time, so we might do a couple of videos like that over the next couple of weeks just to see our take on it.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good.
So, yeah, who needs to stay? Who needs to go at United? Leave in the comments down below who you think shouldn't be at United. Who shouldn't be there? Who should be there? And we'll also, at the end of that video, we'll talk about transfers who we think United should be signing.
Sounds good.
So that'll be the next video.
Guys.
United squad, who's going, who should be going, who should be coming, and who should be basically who should be the starting 11. So I'll pass it over to you to let you finish off, Chaz.
Absolutely, guys. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been another amazing episode. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We really appreciate feedback, any thoughts and comments you have. And we're looking forward to hosting more videos for you coming forward. But until then, guys, take care. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Exactly. So, yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Before I go, just please hit the like button at the bottom. The more likes we get on the videos, the more it will show us recommended videos. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments on what you think, like we've said, and hit the bell notification so you do get notifications whenever we go live and when we post videos. Thank you and see you next time.